It's literally insane how the infinite intelligence inside you works. Last night I needed clarity about some important question in my life, and before I went to sleep, asked. But I asked in a present, still moment of awareness with my hands on my heart, both of my hands of my heart, and I paid attention to my heartbeat, and I needed clarity about some decision that I have to make, and it worked like magic. I literally get the answer so specific that I have zero doubts about what I should do in this specific situation. So stop chasing answers in all wrong direction and places when you always have had the inner guidance and the inner knowledge inside you. 95% of every hero's journey is programs. So what we adopted till the age of 7 runs us through our whole journey. The only way to rewrite and to change programs is through elevated states of consciousness, through awareness. As one of my favorite teachers said, if I could sum up in one sentence all the teachings and everything that is personal development and spirituality, that would be, end quote, identify the thoughts that bring you unpleasant feelings and stop thinking them, quote. And that's it. So no need for complicating the subject. That's very simple. Find what's causing you unpleasant feelings and simply release it, because the art of allowing and allowing itself is a result of releasing the resistance. So let go, allow, let go, allow, let go, allow, let go, allow. What are you letting go? Everything that's causing the resistance inside you. What's challenging for many people is that they are so used to old thinking patterns, old feelings, old behaviors, and that's all on the autopilot from their previous identity, that they simply have a hard time to tell a new story. Simply let go of that which didn't serve you, and like you wake up and start fresh every morning, tell a different story. Choose the one that's beneficial for you. Many great writers and minds say that every life is like a script, movie script, and all those who are part of your journey and of your movie play the role that you have consciously or unconsciously given to them. So if you are not satisfied with the roles that some people are playing in your life, rewrite the script and give them a new role, and always know that every movie ends up according to your decision how you prefer to end that movie. Good news is that you can always choose happy ending. As long as you're here, it's never too late to step into a new identity. by simply releasing the old patterns, everything that wasn't serving you and was for years on autopilot, familiar thinking patterns, familiar feelings, familiar behaviors, and that's, as we all know, psychocybernetic loop, because it begins from your beliefs that you have about something. According to that, you have thoughts. Your thoughts are causing specific feelings. Those feelings are invoking in you the desire to act in a certain way, and that action produces the results from the beginning. And that's the psychocybernetic loop, and therefore you are always reinforcing old patterns if you don't know how to let go of previous version of viewing things and literally adopt something new that's more beneficial for you and all those who are in your surroundings. Always seek examples in nature. Nature is never late, as well as God is never late. You, with your need to control the outcome, situations, people, and events, are just causing more and more trouble, because through the need to control, you are just building the momentum of resistance stronger. But when you eventually say, you know what, I give up, and I'm aware that the higher power and the infinite intelligence see the bigger picture, greater picture, and it knows what's the best next move, next call, next deal, next interaction, and you literally give it up to infinite intelligence, then you are in a state of flow. Because we are all during our waking hours in two states of being. We are either in a state of flow, or we are in a state of contraction and control and resistance and everything that's unpleasant. But when you're in a state of flow, it's like when you're in traffic and all the lights are green and you are just gliding. No resistance, no unpleasant feelings, simply knowing and deep trust in certainty and goodness of the future. Anger is memory of previous pain, and fear is you resisting the future pain and future anger. So, and that's all losing the connection with the now. Every time you feel any kind of low feelings, that just means that you lost connection with the higher self, and you're feeling low because your higher self has a bigger picture, and it knows and it sees that what you perceive in the now is not true, and that the result is much, much better, and that's why you are feeling bad. You're not feeling bad because what you think is true. You're feeling bad because what you think is not true, and your higher self knows that, and literally, like, it wants to wake you up and to tell you, hey, I see that everything is good. Stop torturing yourself. Wake up, wake up. I see the bigger picture. Stop torturing yourself. All is well, you are safe. As long as you are here, all is well and you are safe. That's why you're feeling bad, because you are disconnected from the higher self, which always has clear vision and see bigger picture than you are capable to see, because we are all just, part of us is walking on the earth and part of us is flying. So imagine that you are don't imagine, but be aware that you are a physical being, but you have still part of bigger part of yourself spiritually that is connected through the source of all things, and that spiritual part of you is always gliding and flying about you, like when you see the eagle and when you hear the eagle. I always felt a strong connection with eagles because it reminds me always on the fact that part of me is walking and the other part of me is flying, and that other part of me is always more aware and it's smarter in decision making and always has clear bird perspective and vision from above. So in a sense, feeling resistance is not even bad, because it just points that you are not seeing it as it is. Everything is always working out for you. Every obstacle is just a stepping stone to something that's much, much better for you. And when you step into this deep trust, fearless faith, non-resistance, and love, you're always in alignment. You don't even have to seek alignment. You don't even have to put too much effort or work, because there are some people who I know and they complain about, I do all the work, I do meditations, I do breath techniques, I read, I this, I that, I affirm, but what's the energy behind your actions? If you are in any action, but the energy behind it is not aligned, you are just wasting your precious time and energy. But when the energy behind the action is powerful, that's where you need literally zero effort and everything is working out. In many good books, I even read that you become aware and you live this fact when you finally realize that the whole life is actually one big meditation. Because if you are present even when you are cleaning your floors, that's kind of meditation. If you're present when you are washing your dishes, making your coffee, walking, when you're at the grocery store, when you're in the traffic, every action is a form of meditation if you are in alignment. And therefore the whole life is one big meditation if you are in alignment. And you don't even need to hold on to some specific techniques or teachings or whatnot. Always be aware of the energy behind the action. Approach to everything with open heart, see yourself as light, and therefore you will only be drawn to other lights. But if you didn't do the work and there are still glimpses of darkness, and there are still glimpses of those parts of humanity that are still in fear, yes, some people are in greatest fear than ever because they bought into this scarcity mindset. But you are always able to choose whether you'll be in a scared group, crew, or you will be in the group that has deeper knowing and deepest trust and fearless faith that everything is always working out for your highest good. I was in the fearful group, and that almost cost me life twice. I had no choice but to, so my pet was a little more challenging, but I'm grateful, because if I wasn't pulled in those extremes, I would probably remain stuck and be a part of scared group till the rest of my life. So I'm more than grateful for all the hardest things that I went through, because they essentially awakened me, and that's why I'm here, and that's the reason why I share this, because even if I can reach to few souls, my mission is done. I know how it feels to be in a scared group, to literally never enjoy in day, in life, in food, in because of the scarcity and lack mindset, because of limited beliefs and not mental blockages. I know how that can be painful, so that's the main reason why I'm here. I have good life, and I wish every human and every little children and all kinds of life forms can always be in a state of flow and non-resistance, because that's the only way worth of existing, to be in faith, to have trust, and to always be aligned and in the state of flow. It's priceless, and that's